It's a scary place.
Buckle up, buckaroos. We're going to Miami. No, not that Miami. Miami, Arizona. Miami is a mecca for paranormal activity and paranormal investigators alike.
Adam and I have experienced our share of encounters.
But nothing compares to the things we saw at the Miami YMCA.
Now, we've been here before. We actually shot a film, The Last 5 Days, The Freak Building. And while my character is supposed to spend most of the movie being scared, I didn't really have to act. And it feels like there's a shadow lurking around every corner.
So we asked spiritual paranormal investigators of Arizona to come with us and see if they could show us what really lies on the other side.
I'm not too happy to be there again during this investigation, and that probably shows on camera.
The first time I was kind of scared.
Pretty scary place.
I mean, it's a scary place. It is. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Right now we're doing setup. And over here is where we set home base, and that's where Mom always is. The few cameras we have, usually Candy and JD determine where they feel the best activity is going to happen. That's where we put the cameras. And then Mom watches the camera feed live while we're doing our thing. And if she detects something or sees something, she gets on the walkie and she lets us know. And that way, if we're not in that area, then we move to that area.
Okay.
Or there's times where if we're having a session and something's going on, we're not noticing something, and she might notice it on monitor. So that's kind of how we kind of keep tabs on stuff we can't keep tabs on when we're not there.
Tell me why you're donning the mask.
Because we filmed a couple movies here, and every time I get sick, and I'm not going to do that this time. I'm prepared.
Sounds great. So we can at least get some of you guys up and maybe going in the room and start the investigations, and the ones that have the cameras, we'll go ahead and draw, do the names and stuff. We'll get a couple of you guys up and going, so then Adam can go ahead and start doing some of the filming, and then we will work the kinks out with the walkies. And are you guys ready?
Yep.
Ready? Okay, take a deep breath and exhale. Open yourselves up. Okay, YMCA, spirits of the YMCA. Spia is in the house. We are here, whoop whoop, yes. We are here to communicate with you. We are here out of respect. We just want to hear your, and feel your thoughts, your energy, and your what? Your stories, your history. We want to share our love. We open ourselves to you. Is there any more you guys gonna need to say?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And God bless you guys, and let's do this.
So the first team up is me, Amanda, and Tony.
The cat balls are literally just lighted motion sensors.
We are sent to the second floor to one of the rooms that I felt was the scariest of the whole place. Tony's bringing a REM pod with him. Now, a REM pod measures electromagnetic activity, and it's said that when spirits get close to this type of device, it'll go off.
Electromagnetic and radio signals. So if anything gets near this thing is going to go off. Should we get that off? Don't have any interference. All right.
So, did Candace tell you anything about the history of this room?
No.
No? So, I believe... so I know a bit about the history of this building. It's... and the YMCA in general. It's quite sordid a bit. But there was a lady, and I believe this was her main room for a while of where she lived. At least according to what I have heard so far. Now, I don't know how much she inhabits up here as much as I think activity of catching her has been downstairs. But let's see if we can get any activity. Are you here with us tonight? Do you want to tell me your name?
Amanda brings her Ovilus, which is the device that's used to speak to the dead through a means of kind of like a spiritual text messaging. So when you ask a question, the dead can actually pick frequencies out of the air, and they can go ahead and they can say what they want to say via text through this device.
Are you okay with us being up here? We'd love to speak with you. My name's Amanda. Very curious about you. Tony's over there. So if you want to speak with us, Roger. That's the second time Roger's name has come up since we've been in here. Well, in the building. Beg. No, Roger, we won't be begging. Roger, are you here? Do you want us to leave this room?
So far, there's not much going on in here, and I'm not too convinced there's any spirits in this room at all.
Do you want to try? Maybe they'll be a little bit more responsive.
To be honest with you, when we came up here, I wasn't really getting
It feels absolutely empty.
a lot of, more so because I haven't been through all of the areas. But when we first came in through that first, wait a minute, actually it was down the hallway, and I haven't gone down that way, and we still, I don't know, I haven't done a check of the whole house yet, or of the whole building, so.
It's quite different on the balcony that overlooks the gymnasium towards the stage.
Yeah, I know where it's at. I've never been up there. I've never been up to the balcony.
I don't know who's up there right now. Show. Oh, that was me. Chief and Duty.
Oh God, there's the Indian chief statue up top of the balcony.
There is. Show Chief.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
and
terrifying.
it's saying Show
Really?
Chief Duty.
It's time to go see the chief. As soon as we start talking about going into the gym, the Ovilus tells us we should see him.
So we should go there? Master. I think maybe let's go check it out.
Is it master?
Correct. All 9.
Now in the gym, on the top floor, there's like a balcony. And on top of that balcony, there's a wooden Native American statue. This thing is enormous, it is heavy. There is no reason why this thing should be up on the balcony looking down at the old basketball court, but there it is. It's heavy, and I can't even figure out how someone got it up those stairs to that position, or why they do it in the first place.
Robert. Drag Robert.
All I know is that this thing gives me the creeps. Last time Clay and I were in that gym, we were filming our next installment of the Last 5 Days 3. And this thing it looked like it was staring at us. And I could have sworn it moved forward.
hold it. So typically there's a lot of activity up on this balcony in this area. Ambition and sad. Do we have anybody up here still watching? Anybody still like to play in the gym? You come sit next to me. We can watch together. You know, if you're just out here watching, it's totally okay to come over here. If you're curious, we have things you can play with. You can't. I don't want to say anything. Did your parents live here?
Is it okay if I go over here? I've never been over here before. My curiosity is getting.
What?
I was asking permission if it was okay for me to go over here.
Can Tony go around the corner and go see the other rooms? Are you okay with that?
Now, as you can see, while we're up on the balcony, the devices are going crazy. The REM pod keeps going off, nobody is around it, nobody's touching it, and it keeps going off almost as if it's synchronized to what Amanda is asking.
I think everyone's okay with that. Do you miss speaking to people? Do you want to try the other toy for a while? I know it's fun. Can you try? You said you were a girl. Can you tell me your name, sweetie?
In addition to all of this, the Ovilus is actually answering questions Amanda's asking. I've actually never seen this type of activity in real life.
Do you like staying here? Do you want to leave? I'm sorry. Can you find your parents? They're lost? Did you lose them? Are they here with you? Are all of you stuck here? I'm sorry.
I'm not even sure anymore what to think or what to expect from the next investigation of this place. This is crazy.